getting these cards out of here. Can you guys hear the rain? I told y'all it was raining. In my last reading, I just said it's raining really hard, about how it was earlier. Trying to get everything set up for you guys. In the last reading, I had a few cards down. I left those just because I feel that energy so strong. If you watched the last reading, I asked that you watch this reading or go, if you're watching this reading, I asked that you go and watch the last reading I just did. Alright. Somebody's in this energy. Okay, not saying that this is you. This is not a projection, it's a reflection. The word I kept hearing in the last reading was apology. And look, 1:33 on the clock just turned to 1:34. Somebody wants to apologize. They want forgiveness. They're sorry. But I think that you are so over that. You're so beyond that. You're starting over. New beginnings and abundance is what you're focused on. So let's check it out. I need to put my hair in a ponytail because it just flies everywhere. Action. You're taking action over your life. You're facing your fears. Only a few of you need to start here and take the first step. And it's hard because you worry so much. Alright. Somebody that this reading is really gonna hit, they're Capricorn. I just heard Capricorn, I hear Taurus, I hear Gemini, Libra, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. It could almost be for every sign. This reading may hit every sign in a different way. Cause I'm literally hearing all the zodiac signs: Aquarius, Virgo. And either you've been crying as hard as it's raining, or somebody's been crying as hard as it's raining. And if it's them, tough on them, because that's not your fault. Yeah. So I guess first we're going to see what this person did that caused you to step away. Alright? Because they're looking at everything like, you know, everything that they wish for you has just messed up for them in ways that they can't even begin to comprehend. And maybe this is divine timing taking its place. Maybe the storms that they set in stone for you, now they're having to go through those storms. Because as I said in the last reading, I don't feel like it touched you the way that they wanted it to touch you. That sounds like hell. They could be working with the devil. That came up in the last reading. They could be using hell from the storms to bring hell upon your life, and now they're, you know, facing that same thing. The Mambo who initiated me into voodoo years and years and years before she passed away, She always used to say, and I wrote about this in my book Spiritual Sauce, which I'm still working on. She always used to say, before you dig a grave for somebody else, dig one for yourself, because you could fall in it. Like, she used to always tell people that. People were always hating on her. You know, Page of Pentacles. Someone is always hating on you. They're watching you and what you have. They want to be like you. And as I said that, the incense ash falls off the incense. It's like every time they try to be like you and imitate you, they fall off because it doesn't fit them. You know, they're not authentic. Now, many of you may watch this and you could be readers. Many of you may watch this and you just may be regular, ordinary people. But somehow, some way, this is going to resonate with you, your life, your current situation. You are not alone. Other people are in this situation. Some of you could be pregnant. Watch that other reading, because I gave the time frames on the pregnancy, and I also told everyone when the retrogrades would start. So if you haven't watched that one, we are currently in Pluto now, which Pluto, I'm gonna go into a little bit, is about death and rebirth. Okay, so I've done so many articles on these on my website, and the thing with Pluto is, like I said, death and rebirth. So the old you has to die so the new you could live. So this is who you are meant to be, not who people want you to be. Okay, because for a while now you've been juggling. Who do I want to be? Who does everybody want me to be? Who do I want to be? Who does everybody want me to be? So you're juggling between the two, and it's just become to the point where you've had to make that change. Okay, now in making that change, cutting off people, learning more about yourself, paying more attention to your intuition, you've had to weather some storms. Okay, and that's what we see here in the Perseverance card. But even though you've had to weather those storms, it's important that you continue to push through. You don't hold your head down, you hold your head up. Again, you are not alone. Okay, so whoever this person is who was doing whatever stupid stuff they were doing towards you, they didn't understand that you had the strength of the lion. Okay, Eight of Cups, they did all these different things. It shattered. Not their work didn't just shatter, their ideas didn't just shatter, but you see there's no one here with them. They're alone. They're alone. They don't have any friends anymore. 8-8. Pay attention to the numbers. You may have been seeing 8-8. You may have been seeing 2, 3, and 5. 5, 5, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 5, 5, 5. We have a 3 again. And another 5. So they didn't understand how strong you are. Your strength is infinite. Your strength is not something that can be broken. And it would appear that they want you to be broken. They really wanted this to break you, but instead of it breaking you, it broke them. Because they touched, how the divine says, don't touch my anointed. They touched the anointed, and they got beat down. They got a spiritual beat down. You know? While they're sitting up here crying and sad, you sitting up here thinking about your next move. And it serves you right to be in that position, because you're changing from what you've been from. Some of you are finna start a family. Like I said, some of you had to leave. You had to leave. You had to remove yourself out of that position. You're trying to start a family. You're trying to focus. You're trying to move on. And I get the energy that whoever this person was, they knew you had this potential. They knew you could start, but they didn't want to see you go. They didn't want to see you go. Damn, it's crazy how I put that 3, 4, 5. Huh. Yeah, it's in a cycle. You know, you're the Empress. You get pregnant. You move on. You get married. And this person is like, everything that they wish that didn't happen for you is happening for you, and it's not happening for them. They didn't want you to have your life until their life was together. Yeah. And the swords that they took for you, the swords that they took out for you, look what you did with it. You said, give me that sword. I'm going to put a crown on it. You know, I'm going to crown the sword that they used for me. 1 and 7, 8. Okay. 1:44 on the clock. You know. And you turned it into something else. The sun is coming out again. Like I said in the last reading, the storm is over. The sun is out for you. It's over for your enemies, but the sun is out for you. They judged the wrong person. Could have been an Aries, Wands, or a sign of fire. You know, and I've been in these positions too. You know, I tell you guys a lot about the situations I've been in, but I went through this massive cleansing, social media cleansing too, where I deleted a lot of people. They were family. I definitely wouldn't call them friends, because they were more so like associates or acquaintances with people that I knew. And the thing about it was, everyone was always trying to prove whose voodoo house was better than whose, or whose elders was better than whose, or who taught who, or where did you learn this from, where did you learn that from. And the whole time, the people that I knew, their house was corrupt. Their houses were corrupt. And it was like, why would I join your house and you guys all talk about each other? And when you pull yourself away from that type of energy, naturally those people, oh, you deleted me, you blocked me, so you must be doing work on me. People have so much healing to do that they don't understand that when you move yourself away from them, when you're in your 2 of Wands energy, when you're trying to connect with the earth, connect with yourself, they think it's about them. And that's the problem, because they have not healed. Like, they literally haven't healed over any trauma, to where they think they're that important. Like, honey, you're not even that important. You're not even really a part of my journey. Okay? You're a phase in my journey. Okay? Each of these knives represent, each of these swords represent a phase. They're for a season. They're temporary. They're meant to teach you a lesson. You know, they want to hold it over your head, but they can't hold it over your head, because you're guided. You know what I'm saying? You're protected. There's a whole snake behind this boat. This man is not worried about that snake. He's looking forward. He's looking beyond what is out there. But you have to take that first step. You have to take that leap. You have to ground yourself and connect with your energy. You have to get back into your books. You have to get back into your plants, okay? That's what I feel like for those who are readers, for those who are spiritualists who come across this reading. You had to go within and you had to connect with yourself. You could be born on the 4th. You could be born on the 9th. You could be born in the 9th month, the 7th month, the 4th month. Like I said, you could be an Aries. You could be a Virgo. And at the same time, these could also be signs of the people who have done you wrong. Like I mentioned earlier, Scorpio, you know. And now you could literally, these people could literally realize that I should give this person an apology, you know, because maybe you're like me, you know, maybe you were always genuine. I don't see where you've done anything wrong. I mean, and if you are the one who needs to apologize, if you are the one who needs forgiveness, if you are the one trying to return and you're sorry, then you need to be open and honest about everything you did. Because some of these people are intuitive, so they already know what you did, you know. And that's the crazy thing is people will doubt your intuition and literally think, oh, her intuition's off. Oh, she doesn't know what she's talking about. This is why I always stress, you know, don't force the message, because I've had people who say, oh, this didn't resonate with me. Okay, that means it's not for you. So bypass the message, come back another day, because then maybe you'll have a message for you. But right now, this message is not for you. But this message is going to hit home for a lot of people. A lot of people who have been trying to hold back their anger. A lot of people who have been trying to grow, work on themselves. Like some of you have so much going on that you're trying to work on. You really just don't have time for BS. And a lot of the BS that you have dealt with, these are people from your past life. You know? Some of you are having that deja vu. You like, you know what? I dreamed this, or I saw this happening before. You know, you see the repeated patterns. You're learning the karmic lessons. I've met people within the past 10 years that were all my past life enemies, but they tried to portray themselves. Look. I can't even get the words out. They try to portray themselves as my best friends. Oh, I'm your bestie. You can vent to me. You can talk to me. I talk to the dead. I talk to the spirits. I talk to the divine, the angels, the guides, the ancestors. Most importantly, you know, I talk to my spiritual team. And I advise you do the same thing, because as I was telling you guys, when I dealt with my situation, you know, where people were like attacking my intuition, I was like, I want to start my YouTube channel. You know, I have my spiritual school going on. They literally invited me to their school, and it was like, yo, if I have my own school, why would I stop being an owner of my own school to join yours? Again, y'all are cool with the same people y'all talk about. Y'all do all these live videos. Y'all have all these people following you, but y'all all attack each other. That's weird. And to want others who are not like that to be a part of that, to want people who like to do positive magic like hex breaking, road opening, money magic, fertility magic, you know, all things that help and advance people's lives, to join a force of people who don't do anything but harm people's lives, that doesn't even fit. And then when you know what these people are about and how they are, and then you see them trying to copy off of you, why would you want to work with anyone who copies off of you? You know? I mean, all of us who are readers, you know, when we do readings, everybody's reading is going to hit different, right? But a lot of the things that the readers are saying are going to almost be the same, because they're interpreting what they hear, see, and feel. Doesn't mean that they're copying off each other. It's just great minds, you know, intuitive minds. And I believe you're going to meet more positive people who are good at reading on YouTube and Patreon than you are on other social platforms. Because the other ones, they're just really there to be dishonest, deceive you, and to trick you, to get you wrapped up in a web. And I feel like that is why I had to cut those ties, because I refuse to be wrapped up in anyone's web. My ancestors told me to stay away from those people, so I did. And if your ancestors are telling you that, I advise you do the same thing. I can only give you the advice that I would only give myself and my clients. Karma's coming for them. It's not even you. It's not even you. That's the thing. It's not even you. You're doing nothing. You're doing nothing, literally. I can see it. You're doing nothing. Okay? I believe you. They don't have to believe you. Stop trying. If you are trying to prove yourself, stop trying. They're going to judge you regardless, okay? They're going to judge you regardless. They're going to think that you're working magic on them regardless, because that's what weak people do. They say that you're working on them to justify what they're doing. Okay? Karma. They are reaping the consequences of their actions. This is the cause and effect. They have debts that have to be paid. You work with the devil, you got to pay him. And what's crazy is some of them may come to you. What I say? Some of them may, look, I can't make this up, y'all. I can't. That's just who they are. They're angry. They have resentment. They say hurtful things. There's no telling the stuff that they've said about you. They've probably made you, to so many people who don't even know you, I feel like, they may think you're the most horriblest person on the planet. Like, they may think that you are just some trifling ass person who has no heart. Like you're the fake one. And I almost feel like they role reverse. That's what I hear, role reverse. Whatever they are, they say that you are. Okay? But if people really had that good intuition, you know, and that's what I didn't understand about the people I had issues with. These people had thousands of followers, but they were focused on how many people I had in my group. In my Facebook group, which I don't even post in because I'm always working. Yeah. So if they have this strong intuition, then they should know in their intuitive selves that you are not doing anything to them. And that's what I was saying. I didn't understand that about my enemies, because they'll sit up here, I'll block them, and they'll say, oh, she's doing magic on me. They'll get to go grabbing herbs and jars and going to the crossroads on me and making deals with the devil, saying that I did these things to them. I'm at home asleep, or I'm traveling, or I'm at the beach, you know, and I'm like, what are these people thinking? And my ancestors were literally showing me, not just through dreams, you know, or me astral traveling and seeing it, but them showing me through visions, you know, while I was completely doing something else. And I was like, what makes people think that they're that special? Like, because I don't think people understand. I would first have to care, number one. Number two, why would I care and put negative energy into something while I'm trying to bring in all this positivity? And that's the thing about me. somebody who's watching this reading, yeah, you're like heavy cursed, because it's like black smoke coming off this flame. You can probably see it. But yeah, like I've had one girl in specific to tell me, I think her intuition's off. My intuition is fine. I just won't believe the way you want me to believe. I have that inner knowing. And some people would try to deter you from your intuition and say that your intuition is off or it's wrong. And then I need y'all to be mindful of something too. Like this was like 5 years ago. I was on the phone with this girl who wanted some guidance and wanted some help. And while I'm on the phone with her, she was like, yeah, I'm reading you right now and pulling cards on you. Like, why do y'all do that? Why do you pull cards on people while you're on the phone with them? And she was like, but I can't see anything. And I was like, why would my ancestors allow you to see anything? Okay. This is the last card in my hand. They're hoping for a second chance. They want to reconcile. They want to make amends. You know, they feel like their opportunities come up. Somebody's saying 6 months. They've probably been wanting to apologize for the last 6 months. But your post, the things you've been saying, like, you're not, like I said, I don't think you're trying to hear it. And it's like, because you're not trying to hear it, I think that's why they're so bitter. You know, chasing, pursuing, toxicity, like that's just who they are. That's their nature. And when it's their nature, they can't help but be in their nature and who they are. As far as you, now that we know that this person's, I mean, I could see why you walked away. You know, I could also pull a few more cards if y'all want me to. Yeah, like, come on. They are a whole volcano. And what's crazy is, if you go back to the first reading, and I still have to link the other videos I did into, that just reminded me. When I was doing the other reading before this, the way that the stuff in the lava lamp was looking, the way the lava was looking, I was like, that looks like a volcano that's about to blow. Like, this is how angry I feel like they get, you know? And I also feel like with this card here, 9 of Wands, I feel like you could be journaling too, but I also feel like this person could have been using all these pens and pencils to journal everything about you, to literally write down everything that it is that you say, everything it is that you do, because they're trying to emulate you, because they're like, they can't figure you out, you know? But it's like, you called their bluff, you know? So now they're pretending, they're masquerading, they're exaggerating. Like, they literally exaggerated this whole thing. They did. Yeah. What did I say? Farewells, leave behind, closure. The universe is telling you to leave them behind. Like, do not go back to what you already left. What's this? Heart fog, mixed signals, blocked emotions, messed up. Yeah. That's their energy, not yours. This could even be a lover for some of you that you left. But I also feel like it was a very toxic friendship. I feel like somebody, I feel like half the people who were here, yeah, were in a toxic friendship, sinking, despair, falling apart. Like, they were just too much. Their energy was too much. They were too confusing, uncertain, unclear, unsure. Let me see. Just almost knocked these over. Even the thunder agrees with me. Up. What did I say? Fertility, parenthood, pregnancy. Somebody that's watching this is pregnant. Or you're about to be pregnant. or like when, because I really feel, I really feel that I'm gonna sit this over here away from this energy. I really feel releasing, letting go, moving on, walking away. You know, I really feel that this person is missing you, craving you, desire, and some people are weird like that. Like, I don't know, some of them are just weird like that. There's perspective again. Y'all remember perspective was at the beginning. So this perspective card says better off, happiness, clear-headed space. So I'm gonna put this one here because these are the cards that you guys need to focus on. Okay, this person is literally gonna be chasing you to like apologize, which is kind of weird because they put themselves in that position. But this is what I have off their energy. We have cloudy judgment. We have mistakes, misunderstood. They probably like to play the victim. They are a lost soul. One day, someday, somewhere, anytime. Take that how it resonates. Truth, intentions, and honesty. Maybe you couldn't get that from them. Okay, you're at a or maybe you're living in your truth. Maybe you're living in positive intentions and honesty, and that's just not where they were. You're living in peace, balance, harmony, and friendship. I said this was a friendship. I said this was a friendship. It was a friendship. It could have been your bestie, somebody you considered your bestie, and you were just like, no. If you're my bestie, then why is it when I bring up things about pregnancy, do you feel this way? Or, oh, you shouldn't have a baby yet, or oh, you want to have a baby by him, or oh, you want to have a baby by her. Like, this person was just being negative about everything you wanted to do. This person could have been a man, or they could have been a person who, they could have been a female jealous about you and your man. The universe is saying that you guys need to put up boundaries, and I always tell everybody, you can go back and look in all my videos. Anytime I've done this deck, I've said you can't spell boundaries without Aries, okay? The chart starts with us. The zodiac starts with us. And the thing about us is we are very blunt. What does it says? No. Draw the line. Enough. We're not dealing with it. Second chance, there's your answer. Boundaries up, it's a no for us. We have commitment, marriage, fidelity. So whoever you are with, this person really wants to be with you. This person really loves you. You guys have been talking about marriage, and or you guys are about to get married. Okay? This person who was your so-called friend could have had a divorce. So yeah, they had a divorce. I hear divorce, and like my left ear is like, it's like itching. And it was like, how dare you go and be happy? I hear that. Like, somebody said that. Somebody literally said, how dare you go be happy? And my life is in shambles. Like, choose better. Okay? This could have been a shock to you, but it was so much turmoil, trouble, that when you cut them off, it was completely unexpected. You know, you might be like me, you go to the beach a lot, so they could have been looking for you there. Shocked to find that you're not there, you know. Everybody would say like, oh, you're living in Mexico now? I want to go to Mexico. And I was like, okay, well, I have family here. That's why I'm here. I have family here. And if you can come to Mexico all you want, but we won't be kicking it. You know, I mean, you really got to watch people who always want to be around you like that, especially when you can feel something's off. Like, I'm going to tell you straight up, I don't care what no one words say. When they say, I'm your best friend, I'm here for you, I don't care. Don't listen to that. Listen to actions. Okay, now some people may say, well, how do you listen to actions? Listen, do what I said, listen to actions, because their actions will tell you who they are. Their facial expressions will show you who they are. Okay, stop being around these drained people, especially for long extensions of time. All right, they're stressing over money. They're arguing a lot, turbulence. So yeah, it's just a lot of toxicity, pain. Like, I'm gonna go through these really fast. You and this person that you're with, though, in the positive pal, you guys are very intimate. You guys bond. You can confide in this person. So this is why, you know, they didn't want you to be there, because they knew you were going to be happy. You're healing, you're releasing, you're purifying and cleansing. Congrats. Continue to do that. Continue self-growth, self-focus, soul finding. Yeah, like you're doing good. You're doing really, really good, because now they feel abandoned. They feel left out. You walked away from them. They're cold-hearted. Now everything that they wished on you, they're carrying the load for that. Okay, so you made the right decision. Abundance at the top of the deck, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Okay, so walking away from this chaos was definitely important for you. Okay, it was definitely important. It was something that you needed to do. Yeah, boundaries again. You cannot spell boundaries without Aries. The Great Wall of China. Okay, do you hear me? Build that damn wall. Like, build it. Build it around all your enemies so they cannot get in. You know, draw the line. The line stops here. You know, because as long as you have phone calls, FaceTimes, as long as you're texting these people, do what I do. Like, recently, like, I've had this situation where it's like, so like 6 years ago, 7 years ago, I started meeting my dad's side of the family. And some were cool, some were accepting, others were not. And I began to block a lot of them because they were like only contacting me when they needed money and stuff like that. So I recognized that energy, and I cut them off. I cut them off after I found out that my dad and like my biological dad, and my family, my biological family on my dad's side, a lot of them were like, when they would have their like family get-togethers, so like they would get together, and when they would do these get-togethers, you know how people talk and bring stuff up, you know, so they would talk about me and say like all these things about me, but then they would have other people turn around and ask me for money, which I felt like was very weird. So I just cut them off and I blocked everyone. It was hard for me to block my dad because I don't know if any of you can relate, but I wasn't raised up with my family. But almost instantly after I blocked them, like my finances started really, really coming through. And that was why I moved to Mexico. I moved to Mexico because I was so angry with because I wanted to find my family. Like, I literally, when I was trying to find my dad, his name, I literally typed it in on Facebook and I contacted everyone with his name. And it was even people who was like, I'm not your daddy, but I could be. And I was like, weird, block. So I texted my mom and I was like, you could literally help me find my dad and make this easier. I'm a whole female out here, and somebody could hurt me or try to take advantage of me or anything. And my husband was like, keep going, find your dad, find your dad. And when I found my dad and I found my family, and then they did all of this stuff to me, my husband actually felt bad, but I didn't feel bad because of this card right here. Nourishing, self-growth, self-focused, soul finding. I had to find my family so I could find myself and find out where my family played a part and a role in my life, so I could go on and move forward, you know, because sometimes you can't move forward until you find out everything that you need to find out. And that's why I do these readings. Like, some people, these readings get like less views than others, but that's beside the point, because some people need to hear these messages. And it's like, so that's why I do it. I don't just do that just for like YouTube. I do these types of readings, whether you guys know it or not, but I do these type of readings, love readings and all other types of readings, more than I do baby readings, actually, for clients. But I do that so I could give people clarity so they can do the shadow work and they can move on with their life. Like, I feel so much better now than I did before. And it's crazy I said that, because you got Woodstock, New York, playfulness. So it's almost like you get happy again. You get, you know, you're ready to move forward. You're ready to move, look, expand. Okay, planet Jupiter. And I brought up Jupiter, I believe, in this reading or in the last one. But Jupiter is a planet of expansion, and Jupiter pretty much accelerates everything. Jupiter goes into retrograde. Hold on. Too much time passed, and I have to log back into my laptop. Or should I say my MacBook? Because when I say laptop, people be like, it's not a laptop, it's a MacBook. Jupiter goes into retrograde in October. All right. This was the word I was looking for, freedom. I feel 1963, I have a dream speech. I feel so free now. You know, I don't think about my family, my biological family, and cry anymore. I don't feel a weight over me. And for anybody experiencing this, if you are experiencing this, if you want to do venting sessions, I do venting sessions. But yeah, like, I feel so much better, and I want you guys to feel better too. Like, I don't feel like I'm carrying a load or a resentment or anything. The Silk Road. Okay, you guys are going to be traveling. You guys should actually go see the Silk Road. It's actually beautiful. After that, I went to Africa. I went to Prague. I'm always going to Cuba. But I went to South America. South America is where my 3 times great grandmother was born. I just went on my mom's side. I just went to a lot of different places and absorb the energy of nature. All right, we have power coming out, dinosaurs in the Jurassic period. I feel like you guys are a powerhouse. Like, I feel like I can relate to a lot of you guys' energy, because I feel like we're all powerhouses and we set our own tone, you know. And you know, when we put up boundaries, we get judged for our boundaries, but boundaries are needed so we can stay focused and we can keep everything together how we need to. A lot of you are feeling this deliberation at the feet of Laotu's China. Okay, you feel deliberated, you feel free and happy. A lot of you, you're having a breakthrough, like, serious. This, leaving these people behind, it as they say, like, that's the straw that broke the camel's back. Well, leaving those people behind did this. Like, you've seen how toxic the first part was, right? So look at all this greatness. All of this greatness is happening for you. You're about to have a family, or you already have a family, and you're adding on to your family. Your perspective has changed. You know, you're facing your fears. You're communicating. The oracles at Delphi, like, come on, you guys. Like, you probably have an oracle, or maybe I'm your oracle, you know. And if I am, thank you. you know, seriously, because we need this. We all need this. I'm not one of those who's gonna sit here and say that I don't have issues or problems. Like, I did. I really did. Like, I was not healed. I went through the stages of, like, where I was trying to, like, be happy, but I couldn't be happy. And I was just crying. Like, I had to go to the grocery store, and, like, I was just crying and crying and crying and crying and crying. I couldn't stop. And it was just like, it was the weirdest thing, because people are looking at me like, dang, did somebody die? And in actuality, my old self was dying. You know, the part of me that cared about others more than I cared about myself. And I was caring about the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? Go to Peru. It's everything. Abundance is coming into your life. You're planning. You know, you're making room for things. You're tapping into your higher consciousness. Sirius, or Sirius, as some people say, Palladius, and Arcturus. Please do not judge me on how I say words. My family is from all over the globe, so I slaughter words. Part of me still being here in New Orleans is because I have family here. I also have a house here. So yeah, I come here often. I'll probably be here for a little longer too, because we normally do our Lake Pontchartrain rituals, or in June. So yes, you are so happy, because look, exuberance. Like, I feel this. I feel this. Everything's changed with your schedule. You're more flexible, okay? And write these places down, because we got China, Asia, Paris, Greece, Babylon. When I see Jurassic, I think about Costa Rica. We have Flow, Egypt. Egypt is everything. I believe I share videos on my YouTube channel about Egypt. Egypt was lit, okay? That's why I keep saying go to Africa. Like, we have China, focus. Okay, so there's a lot of good things coming in. We have new beginnings here. So let's see what we can find for you over here. I hope you guys are enjoying this reading. If you are enjoying this reading, please give it a thumbs up, like, share it, you know, so other people can see this too. Every time I say I'm gonna try to come on here more, I don't, because I end up getting busy, so I'm not gonna say that this time. I'm just gonna say that I'm gonna try, because I really love talking to you guys and telling you guys about my situation. Hope, okay? Hope is coming in. We have sacrifice here. And sacrifice doesn't mean unaliving anything, okay? I just want to say that. Sacrifice doesn't mean unaliving anything. You could be born on the 17th, the 12th, the 2nd, or the 3rd, all right? Fertility. Fertility is coming in. That's fertility twice in this reading, okay? So somebody about to have a baby, all right? Or babies, because I'm not even gonna tell you what's sitting to the left of me, okay? Possible triplets. There you go. All right. So I really wish all of you guys the best, because we're all on our journeys, you know, and I wish everyone the best. I feel like the more positivity you put into the world, you know, you get that back. You know what I'm saying? I love talking to you guys. Love begins another rainbow. So we got double rainbows. All right. You can really be who you are now. Everything is starting over and changing for you for the better. Solar plexus chakra. Okay. Maybe you need to work on your solar plexus. Maybe you need to do some chakra cleansing. Maybe you need to use your singing bowl. I've been using my singing bowl a lot lately. You have that firm foundation. Maybe you're Aries, maybe your man is an Aries. All right. Maybe he's very authoritative. He's like, no, she can't talk. She's not dealing with that energy at all. She's moved away from that. You're about to, prosperity begins, okay? Positive movement forward. Okay, I'm loving this. Maternal harvest. You're pregnant. You're pregnant, or you're about to be pregnant. I'm wishing pregnancy on everybody who wants to be pregnant. You know, like, you're in solitude, okay? I feel like you sacrificed a lot by, you know, keeping those people away from you. They were causing you heartache. They were probably causing you to lose. Somebody, you know, probably did some spell work that caused you to lose a baby. But if you look at that last reading, whoever lost that baby, it's okay, because you're going to get your baby back. Your baby may come back in 3s. Okay, your baby may come back in 2s. They're saying choose wisely. Okay. But yeah, sacrifice doesn't always mean unaliving something. That's what I was saying. Sacrifice can mean, okay, sacrifice can mean a lot of things, actually. It could be things that you have to give up. Just like I was saying with Pluto. Pluto is about death and rebirth, you know. So not putting things off, but more so just choosing not to deal with certain energies anymore. All right, we have base chakra, which is your root. We have matriarchal spiritual prosperity. Okay, all right. We have trapped in fear. All right, we have balance. And if you're trapped in fear, honey child, let me tell you really quick. Face your fears. It's not about being fearless, but having the courage to progress despite them. All right. So when you're facing fear and you're trapped in it, remember, you need to face that. You need to face that and not run away from it. I told you guys that that person was toxic. That was the next card in the deck. Okay, some of you may be indecisive about that this person was deceptive. They had a lot of envy towards you. They had that mask on. It was a card that was saying something about a mask earlier, but that card had it had mask on it. Or maybe I was seeing it, I don't remember. But we also have 7111. Okay. Moving on though. You're definitely moving on. You're in your transformation stage. Okay. You're following your destiny. The universe is working with you. Some of you were having mental conflict because of that person, okay? Which is why the universe guided you away from being around them, because for your mental, they were just not good. They were not good for you mentally, spiritually, physically, or emotionally. They were somebody that, you know, that was in your past life that could have portrayed to be your friend then, and they could be one of your sworn enemies that you face every life that you go into. They could be one of your lessons. Okay, we have solitude coming out again. These cards, back of these cards are so beautiful. Yeah, we have solitude coming out again. Even when you're around family, you find yourself going to be in nature. And as you see, you're not even fazed by the fox. You know, the animals love you. Nature loves you. You're just so grounded. See if I could get 2 more. right, we have devotion. So continue to stay devoted to yourself, to your path, to your ideas, to your creativity, to your purpose, to your job, whatever devotion means for you. And a whole slew of cards just fell into my lap. All right, we have cleanse. All right, so some of you guys need to cleanse. All right, you need to cleanse yourself, your home, your aura. All right, we have challenge. Okay, you've been having a lot of challenges, but you're coming out of those. We have adventure coming out again. These people you're going to be around now, the people that the angels, the guardians, and everyone is bringing in, they're going to be authentic, because I believe you've been praying for authentic people. We have boundaries coming in. Hopefully you guys can see that. We have boundaries coming in for the 3rd time in this reading. And again, you cannot spell boundaries without us Aries. We have knowledge. Okay, I hope this reading is bringing you a lot of knowledge on what you need to do and how you need to do it. All right. We have healing coming out. We have a judgment. So like I told you guys before, this person was judging you, but you're judging you too, because this is a you versus you situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, I'm not this person anymore. I refuse to be bound in these chains. I'm doing me and what I need to do. And the universe is watching. Your ancestors are watching. All right. Again, you're up against your shadow. You're working with your shadow. You're tuned into your shadow. You're tuned into who you are now. Do the work. The most important thing you can do is do the work. Continue to work on yourself. Find out what your triggers are. When you learn them, write them down, and just kind of go over it. You know, if you need me, I'm always here. You can reach out to me on my website, www.thebrujahslair.com, because we did transfer over from .org to .com. And if you need to email me, you can email me at bookings@thebrujahslair.com as well. So I hope this reading helped you guys. I guess I am done. I'm going to leave the reading here. I hope you guys are having a great day. If you're not having a great day, if you were not having a great day before watching this reading, I want you to remember that you are the creator of your reality. Okay, you are the creator of everything that you do. Be careful with your decisions. You know, put those walls up. It is okay to put up walls. Before I leave, I do want to say this. Family has this conception where you have to be around people because you're family. That's your family. That's your aunt. That's your uncle. That's your mother. That's your father. That's whoever. You shouldn't do that with family. You should give them another chance. That is outdated and it's toxic. Okay? It's toxic. So don't do that. Don't be one who projects. Be one who reflects. Okay? You should not be forced to be around anyone who makes you feel uncomfortable. You should not be around anyone who doesn't respect you or what you want to do, or your family, your goals, your beliefs, ideologies, etc. You should be around people who love you genuinely for who you are, with people who do not want to force you to be something else that you're not. Okay? All right, I love you guys. Remember to be yourself, and I will see you in my next video.